I hope you'll never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. But you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid, Lord.
Hey guys, it's Friday, March 28th, 2014, and you're watching my week 17 pregnancy vlog. Tomorrow, Saturday, so if you're watching this after Friday, March 28th, I'm now 18 weeks pregnant. Not in this moment, but tomorrow. I went to go see my OB this past week, and it was a pretty good appointment. The OB gave me news that really shook me, scared me. My blood type is a rare blood, one of the rare blood types. I'm Rh negative, which with this blood type that I have, the OB told me that at some point during my pregnancy, even though this is my first one, my body could create antibodies and try and destroy the baby, kill the baby. I was flabbergasted, I was sad, and until she said, but, have you had any spotting or bleeding? And I was like, no, none at all. And she's like, okay, but if you do, you need to call the office immediately and come and see me, because what they got to do is they got to give me a shot of this vaccine called Rogam, which will stop my body from producing antibodies against positive blood types. That's the problem. If my child were to have a positive blood type, my body is would be creating antibodies against that to rid my body of the child, which is sad. She said that if I don't have any spotting or bleeding up until week 28, at week 28 they have to do the injection anyway. So I came home and I was like, wow, this seems kind of weird. Like, I don't like taking needles, medications, anything that I don't have to take. So I was like, I'm going to do some research and see what's going on here. So I did some research on credible sites, on forums, on different things, just to get different opinions and such. And all but one site, and this site didn't seem very credible, but all but one site said that if you have two negative hosts, which my husband and I are both Rh negative, different blood types, but we're negative. Now apparently, when you have two negative parents, Rh negative parents, then there is no way for the child to become an Rh positive child. What it said on the websites is that since I'm negative, my husband's negative, our child's going to be negative, there's no risk factor there that the child is going to be end up being a miscarriage, or my body will not create antibodies to kill the child. So I was like, oh my God. I don't know why she didn't say, but if your husband's a negative host as well, then you're fine. I think it's just because, you know, the OBs can't assume that you're always going to be with the same partner. You might end up with a partner later on who ends up having a positive blood type. Now, I have to ask her one thing. If I already have the Rh positive antibodies in my blood, and if that showed up in my blood test. And the second thing, you know, I may have looked up stuff online, but I'm not going to say no to the vaccine until I hear her professional opinion. Now, I imagine she's going to say the same thing. Oh, you're negative, he's negative, okay, your child's going to be negative, there's no chance. And then when we have our second child, it's going to be the same thing. So I feel that it's unnecessary for me to have this shot. The appointment went well overall. I just wish she would have actually told me that there was a chance that I wouldn't need to have the shot, and she didn't. So I'm just glad that I'm the kind of person that always does research anyways. Now, it said there was no risks associated with this shot for me nor the baby, but I still don't like taking anything if I don't have to. The baby's heartbeat was 145 beats per minute, and I have a lot of people saying, oh, I know what you're having, because the old wives' tale says that anything over 140 is a girl, and so last time it was 116, now the heartbeat was 145, and so apparently that's a girl. 50% chance that it's correct to this old wives' tale. So I don't really put too much attention into that. And so the good news, really good news, by Saturday, April 12th, you guys will know the sex of our baby. I'm going to do a regular update on that Friday. Now, I can't say 100% sure because my OB did say she would get the results within 24 hours after the tech did the ultrasound. But maybe something could go wrong, or they had a lot of people and they don't get the results to her quick enough. So if that's the case, then I will let you guys know on that Friday if I have the results. I have a gender reveal video planned, and so I'll do my normal update on Friday, and then that Saturday, if I have the results, I'll be posting our gender reveal video. I'm super excited to do that. I looked up so many gender reveal video ideas, couldn't really get very many ideas that seemed original. There were a lot of repeat videos. So I kind of went with my own spin, but I did find something that I really like, and we're going to do that. I'm trying to convince Matt to be in the gender reveal video. He says he's too shy to be on the video, but I'm trying to encourage him to go outside of his comfort zone. So we'll see how it ends up working out, if he ends up doing it or not. He might just be the camera guy and talk behind the camera or something. This week I've had a really itchy ring finger still because of the eczema. Like, I almost seriously scratched it raw. It was so itchy. My burn marks are better, but I feel like it's really annoying that they haven't went away completely. Obviously my body's not healing as fast because it's got a baby in there, and it's focusing most of its energy on growing this little being inside of me, and so I'm okay with that. Sunday I was kind of irritable with everybody. I was really nauseous for some of Sunday, but then it kind of went away. Saturday was also nauseous. The amazing thing about this week is that the nausea kind of subsided. Thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers, guys. I mean, like, support is amazing, and the feeling of support, what it can do to the human brain, is just fantastic. So the nausea is still there, but it has subsided substantially. And of course, the last time I said that, in the end of the first trimester, trimester 2 got really bad. So, knock on wood, I hope to goodness that that has calmed down. I have been constipated quite a bit this week, and it's so annoying. Like, it does not feel good. I was actually so constipated one day this week that I cried because I could feel that it was there, but it would not come out. And as you know, if you've been watching my videos and following me avidly, or even once in a while, you'll probably have heard me in the past talk about how I have constipation, IBS. The other form, you know, a lot of people get diarrhea, IBS. I've got constipation, IBS. Sometimes I do get the diarrhea. I got that also this week. But yeah, the constipation just, it was not good. It's subsided quite a bit now, so I feel a lot better. I ate a taco salad on Monday, and it made me feel nauseous, which is weird because I love the taco salad, but I don't know, maybe it was the lettuce, I have no idea, but I think it was the rich sauce that comes with it. I bought it at one of the local grocery stores, and so that really annoyed me because I love that stuff. Tuesday I had a weird slight pain in my lower left ab, and then what would happen is that would radiate even more painful into the vagina. So I was thinking that that was probably the baby moving again, jabbing me in an organ and hitting a nerve, and boom. I've heard of that when I was looking stuff up, and it was called lightning crotch. Kind of interesting if you ask me. I think that might have been what it was, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention, I asked the OB a bunch of questions about symptoms I've had in the last month that were plaguing me, and she said she didn't really see anything of concern. The only thing, and she even didn't see this as concern, but she wanted to quell my worries. And my worry was, why am I having, you know, green and yellow mucus sometimes coming out of my nose and sometimes out of my vagina, and, you know, why is this happening? And the green crusty nipples. And so she sent a fax to a specialist, breast specialist, about my situation, and she's going to get an opinion from her to see if I should probably have a breast ultrasound to see if there's something going on there. And I have to call my own doctor to do an exam, just a normal exam with my ears and all the tools that he has to see if I have some sort of maybe sinus infection. So it's kind of odd that my body just has different areas out of, like, you know, the most important areas like my nasal passage, my vaginal area, and my breasts all have this green stuff. Well, there's no mucus from the breast, but it's just, you know, it kind of worries me. So she thinks there's nothing to be concerned about, but I'll find out in the next while, and that'll be great. Now, I also heard that that pain that I was getting in the lower ab radiating to the vagina could be the uterus expanding, growing. I also had a sore right breast on Tuesday, and I napped quite a bit. I've been actually napping quite a bit and getting to bed. Some nights I actually got to bed by midnight. Oh my god, that's news. The nights that I didn't get to bed by midnight, I've napped. Like today I napped, and yesterday I napped, and the day before I napped. So Wednesday I was nauseous on and off, and oddly enough I had blotches all right here on my left hand side of my face that were kind of itchy. They were large as well, and Matt was like, well, if it lasts we'll go to the emergency, but they went away, of course. And so it was probably just a symptom. I mean, I had eaten some new things, but then the next day I ate some of the same things and I didn't get any allergic reaction. I also have these two pimples that I've had for a few days. They're really annoying. One where I have a scar under my lip. It's like right in the scar. And then trailing it, beside it, or underneath it I guess, is another one. Of course, I've got random acne on my face or pimples or whatever from the hormones, I imagine. I had one allergy bump on my tummy the same day. It's been too cold to go for a walk, so it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've walked on a daily basis. I'll walk like a day here, a day there, and it's just not enough. And I cannot express how excited I will be when spring gets here. Well, spring is technically already here, but outside 2 days ago we had a really, really bad storm. Like, not good at all. To the point that Matt got off work an hour and a half before the storm even started. There was no snow outside. The wind was barely blowing yet. But then once he was home, we went and got groceries. And by the time we were done, it had already started. It was blustering, blizzarding. There was so many feet of snow at the end of that storm. It was ridiculous. This is spring and it's still winter. And I cannot wait till it goes away so I can go walk out in the fresh air. Sure, I could go to the mall and walk, and I could go to these other places and walk, but I don't feel good when I walk in places like that. I can't get proper amounts of oxygen. And so I'd rather just do my walks outside. So I can't wait to start that again. I ended up getting red itchy allergy bumps on my right foot, on top of the foot. I was like, what the heck is that? And I looked it up, and there was really nothing about on top of the foot. There was stuff about underneath the foot in the palms of the hands, but I didn't have a rash there. And so it went away soon after. It was very itchy. And even I had itchiness on my left foot as well, but there were no bumps on there. So that was really weird. Today I felt a little nauseous so far, but overall I'm feeling pretty good. I got a good nap in because I was watching, what's that show called? Bridezilla Boot Camp or something like that. And what's going on in this show is that, like, I don't know if you've seen the show Bridezilla, but I had watched quite a few of the seasons on Netflix. And so anyways, this is about the husband and wife that were on a Bridezilla episode, how they aren't getting along and their marriage is falling apart, and so these psychologists or whatever they are, directors, are trying to fix the marriage, help them fix their marriage. 5 couples go into this amazing house. It's like a mansion. It is a mansion. And they stay there for however long. And anyway, so I got obsessed with it for the last, I don't know, week or so. And I watched all the episodes, and that kept me up because I was so interested and I wasn't tired. But then on the last couple of nights that I'd be watching it, I would doze off. So I was like, wow, I know I'm tired. So I'd wake up and the episode would be done. And so what I'll have to do that happened last night is I'll have to go back and rewatch half of the last episode. And so yeah, it's nice that my body is finally just saying, I'm going to bed when I'm going to bed, and that's that. So I like that. I'm making it happen, going to sleep at not necessarily the same time every night, but at least better times, and I'm happy, and I'm not as cranky now, and because I was cranky on Sunday, and it was like a family gathering day with my family, and I just felt bad. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this week. I hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening and an amazing weekend wherever you are. Namaste.
You get the choice to sit it out or dance.